Good morning, Trisha Lawrence here. Oh yeah, we're at the studio this morning and I have my bar, I have my mat. We're gonna use our light weights and our 9-inch exercise ball. We're gonna kind of be concentrating this year, 2026, in hip mobility and just strengthening the whole body. Last year was a little difficult for me with my appendectomy and just injury after injury. This is gonna be a new year. So here we are, 2026. So glad that you're here with me, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So hopefully we can stay consistent this year. That's my goal. At least 2 times a week, if not more. So I'll be recording either here at the studio or at my house, but this week we're gonna do it from the studio. So welcome, welcome. Let's begin. We're gonna start that music and we'll get started. There we go. So you're gonna start down on the ground. On that mat, working out those hips to begin with. So we're gonna open the knee and lift, 2 and lift, 3 and lift, 4 and other side, 1 and lift, 2. Heels of the hands are wider than those shoulders. You're just dropping and lifting. First side, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Second side, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now go together and open, close, 2. Now I put the heels of the hands on the outside of those rib cages to support that lower back. There you go. 7 and 8. Lift, press out, out. Good morning. And out, out, in, and out. I love brand new years because they mean setting new goals. So hip mobility, it is this year for me, and I'm so glad you would join me in, and out, out, in, out, and point those toes, and flex those toes, and point those toes, and flex those toes. Now reach up, rock on those hips, lengthen the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and point those toes, drop that head, drop those arms, drop the chin. Breathe in, flow it out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Foot up. Now you're going to roll through that spine down to your mat. Good. Head and lift up. Those knees to a 90-degree angle. Hands go down below. Tap, lift. Tap, lift. Tap. Yeah, we're going to work on those abs right away. Tap, lift. Tap, lift. Tap, side, look to the side. 1, down, 2, down, 3, side, good, to the center and side, center and side, center and side, center and side, center and drop those knees. Here we go, feet together. I'm gonna take off my socks so that I'm not slipping and sliding. There we go. Okay, here we go, rocking 5, 6, 7, 8. Now breathe in, slightly press that knee down. Feel that hip release, 7, 8. Breathe in, 3, 4, press it out, 6, 7, 8, and second side. Breathe in, blow it out, release, and breathe in. Very good, press it out. Okay, now we're gonna move that mat and you're gonna sit up against a wall. So, if you have a couch, you can put yourself up against the couch, but you're gonna sit up. Okay, you're gonna grab that ball and we're gonna put that back against that wall. You're gonna squeeze those inner thighs. You're gonna lift those heels up. Here we go. Squeeze, 2, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yes, sit yourself nice and tall against that wall. Good, press the small of the back. Yes, straight into that wall. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the ball. 2, heels up, up, up. Squeeze, 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 and good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you're gonna drop the heels down, lift, tiny movement. Lift, drop the heels, lift the heels, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Those heels, lower and lift, lower and lift. Now, lower, lift the toes, down, toes, down, toes, down. So this also helps with balance as we age. Tap, lift, tap, lift, tap. Now, holding that ball in between those knees also helps you to know if you're using one leg more than another. Keep them even. Down, lift, toes, lift, toes, lift. Now, lift the bottom up, down, down. Lift the bottom up, down, down. Lengthen that spine, down, down. Using those hands to lift myself up. They're going under the shoulders, down, down. Lift the bottom. Yep, still digging those heels in, toes up, down, down. Lift, up, down, down, and lift the heels again. And 2, lift those heels. 3, 4, and 5. Feel the small of the back by pressing those abs, squeezing those abs. Lift those heels lower, lift those heels lower, lift those heels lower, lift and hold. Squeeze those knees again, in, squeeze those knees. Good, up on those toes, heels are not down on the floor. Squeeze those that ball in the middle, squeeze those knees, in, squeeze those thighs. There you go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're gonna do it faster, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3. Come on, squeeze those bellies. There you go, squeeze those thighs. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good, 6, 7, and 8, and drop those heels, lift the toes, drop, and 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 lift the toes. You breathing? Drop and lift those toes. 8 more, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Release that ball. Open those knees. Let them just do a little tiny bounce. Very good. Okay, now you're going to turn around and you're going to put that ball in between see that? Down to the elbows. Very good. And you're gonna tap the heel, tap the feet flat. Tap the heel and flat. And shoulders down, and don't scrunch those shoulders. Tap the heels, tap the wall. Tap the heels, tap the wall, tap the heels, tap the wall. Now we do it faster. Heel, feet, heel, flat, heel, flat, heel. Working those abs, heel, and those inner thighs, and those hips. 7, 8 more, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3. Scoop that tummy. 7, yep, 2, 1, and lift those heels. Lower, and 2, lower, and 3, lower, and scoop the tummy. And lift the heels, and lift the heels, and lift the heels. Lift and hold. Drop the right knee. Lift and left. Lift and, oh yeah, feel that in those hips. Good, to the right. And left. Notice the elbows stay nice and flat on that floor, so you're not twisting the shoulders, just the knees. Over, lift, over, lift, over, lift. Drop the knees, drop and lift, and 7, and 8, good. Drop those heels. Sit up, down, and up. And drop to the elbows, lift it up, and down. Try and move that chest towards the thighs. Down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down, and lift. Now hands go back. Press those elbows back. Now we're using those triceps. And back, lift, fingers face forward, down, lift, little presses. 2, press back, back, back. 6, 7, 8, lift up, press, and 2, press, and 3, elbows back, shoulders down. Good, lift, press, lift, press, lift, press, lift. Now press it back. Flat, tiny movement, tiny little movement to push it back. 6, 7, 8 more. Oh, feel the burn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift it up. And drop those feet down. Oh yeah, release those hands. Oh yeah. Very good. Okay. Now we're going to stand at that bar. You're going to have the ball and one weight. Okay? I have my little 2-pounder. Good morning. So you're going to grab the ball and you're going to pull that elbow in, leaning forward so you can have the hand here so that the elbow rests on that counter or the back of the couch. Here we go. 6, elbow up to the back. Lift 1, down, and 2. Standing knees slightly bent. And 8. Good. That's 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Hold it up. Press the heel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 sets. Bring it down. Bend and 2. Press and 3. Press and 4. Press and 5. Press and 6. Press and 7. Press and 8. Press. Now pump the heel. 2. And the hand stays straight. Good. Arms straight. 7, 8. Bring it down. Down. Standing up. Standing knees still slightly bent now. Bicep curl. Lift up. 8. Slow. Then 8 quick. And 4. And 5. And 6. Squeeze the belly. 7. 8. Now 8 quick. 2, 3, 4. Keep it in alignment with the same shoulder, same hip. 8 and down. Lift. 2. Lift. 6. Getting those hip flexors strong. 8 and 8. Quick. Good. Good. Lift. 6, 7, 8. Now bring it down. Elbow back down on that bar. Now you're going to lift it out to the side. Here we go. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now 8. Lift. 2, 3. Quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Lift. 2. Second set. 3, 4. Breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Quick. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Up, open, down. Up, open, down. Up, open, down. Up, open. We gotta burn it out. Up, open, reverse. Open, close, down. Open, close, down. Open, close, down. Open, close, breathing. Open, close, down. And release that ball. Put both heels down. Move those hips side to side. Knees side to side. Oh yeah. Are you breathing? I know it. That was an owie. Ooh. Okay. Did you feel that standing hip? And in that outer hip, drop that weight. You gotta stretch it out. Step one heel back, one heel forward. Drive those hips towards that couch or the counter, whatever you're using for your bar. You can also use the back of a chair. Good. Okay, now you're gonna lift that back heel, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down. Notice the back stays straight. It's just dropping the knee. 8, hold it there. Down, lift. 2, squeeze the belly. 3, and 4. Feet parallel. 6, and 7, and 8. Very good. Drop the heel. Lift, down 2. Lift, down 3. Lift, down 4. Lift, down 5. Lift, down 6. Lift, down 7. Lift, down 8. Lift and down. Squeeze that back straight. Good. Knee. Notice it's over the ankle but not forward. So you don't have any knee pain. 8. Drop it down. Good. Step together. And second knee forward. Lift the heel. Lift the heel. Lift the heel. Lift the heel. Good. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Squeeze that belly tight. Hold it there. Now, down. Lift. 2. Weight is in the middle. Right under that knee. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. Yep. Good. 7. And 8. And drop the heel. Lift. Down 2. Lift. Down 3. Lift. Down 4. Lift. Down 5. And 6. 7. 8. And 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. Squeeze that belly, breathe. Shoulders down. 2. And 1. Drop the heel down. And press it there. Now, 2. Heels back. Lift those heels. 2. And squeeze your bottom. Lift those heels. 2. And lower. Lift those heels. 2. Lower. Lift those heels. And lower. Bend those knees. Lengthen that back. Oh yeah. Now we have a second side to do. So we're going to move those hips side to side. Again. Now you're going to pick up the weight. It's going to go in the same hand. And the ball will go behind that knee. together. Bend those knees and drop that ball. Put that weight down. Move. Oh, very good. Okay, that working leg is gonna go back and stretch those hips towards, drive them towards that bar or that wall. Lift, lift, press, lift. You breathing? Lift. Me too. Oh yeah, feel that booty. And lift the heel, lower. 2, lower. 3, lower. 4, lower. 5, lower. 6, lower. 7, lower. 8, hold it there, drop down. Make sure the knee is above the ankle in that front foot. Good. Back is straight. Good. 7 and 8. And down, lift, down 2, lift, down 3, lift, down 4, lift, down 5, lift, down 6, lift, down 7, lift, and 8. Hold it there, drive those hips towards that wall, stepping back, together, second foot forward. There you go. Again, knee above that ankle, ready? And lift the heel, press down 2, press down 3, press down 4, press down 5, press down 6, yeah, 7, and 8, and down, lift, heel up, good, press, squeeze those bellies, and press, and 6, and 7, and 8, good, and press, and 2, and 3, and 4, breathe, and blow it out, hold it there, drive those hips towards that wall again, one last time, step together, squeeze those bottoms under, lift those heels, and 2, and 3, squeeze those bottoms 4, lift, and 6, and 7, stay up 8, and press, 2, back, little arm strength, while we're stretching those hips, good, and press, press, back, back, press, press, squeeze that belly, everything tight, press, lift, 1 count, lift, 1 count, lift, 1 count, lift, 1, 6, and 7, press it down, little tiny presses, press, 2, use that chest, squeeze that bottom, come on, 6, 7, all the way to 16, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, hold it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, come on, squeeze that bottom, 2, 1, lift up, drop those heels, bend those knees, lengthen that back. Step a little bit further in, under those hips, drop those bottoms back, lengthen that back, 7, 8, round it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, release that bar. Look at us, we did it! Widen that stance, over that mat, open those knees. We're gonna stretch those hips now. There we go, we really worked those hips for that hip mobility today. Lift those heels, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, and lift, lower, almost fell lower. Use that bar, lift, lower, lift the toe, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, then you're gonna press in the middle, press and release, good, hold those knees out, rock those hips side to side, very small, 6, and 7, now turn those toes forward, drop the head down, grab those elbows, let gravity pull you down, oh yeah, feel that in those hamstrings, all the way to those glutes, you're gonna breathe Breathe and lift to the side and drop it down. Breathe and drop. Breathe and drop to the middle. Breathe and drop to the middle. Now side to side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to the middle. Release those hands. Soften those knees as you roll up. 8, 7, 6. Through that spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up and over. Yep, straighten this leg. The one I'm looking over is bent. Stretch out those obliques. And lift. And second side, reach over. Oh yeah. Stepping together. Clap for yourselves. Pat yourselves on the shoulder. We did it. All right, Miss Tricia signing off. So happy to have you join me for our Blazing Cardio Bar. All right, hope you feel good. Make it a great day. I'll see you on Thursday. Love ya. Mwah. Bye. Thanks for being here.